Every journey begins with a solitary foundational level certification, and for AWS, that starting point is the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. Hello everyone, I'm Shamli and I welcome you all to this new video of Simplilearn on how to become an AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. The AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification gives you a high-level overview of AWS. It doesn't go into a great detail about any one service. Instead, focuses on the overall structure of AWS and a basic understanding of what the various services accomplish. So, in this video, I will take you through the path of becoming a successful AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner, starting with what is an AWS Cloud Practitioner, followed by the eligibility criteria for the exam. Then, we will discuss the exam objectives. Then, we will look into the exam content, followed by how to prepare for the exam. Then we will have a look at some of the sample questions for your reference. And then we'll discuss some tips you should remember while taking the exam. So without any further delay, let's get started with the video. So what is an AWS Cloud Practitioner? The AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification is a foundational level test designed for people who can successfully show an overall understanding of the AWS cloud, according to Amazon. The skills necessary for specific employment types such as developers, administrators, and solution architects are not assessed by this certification. AWS recommends that you have at least 6 months of AWS cloud experience. Now, let's look into the eligibility criteria for the exam to proceed further. Anyone with a basic understanding of the AWS platform should take the exam. We recommend that you have the following factors before taking this exam. First, 6 months of AWS cloud experience. Second, understanding IT services and how they are used in the AWS cloud platform is a must. And third is basic understanding of AWS services and use cases, invoicing and pricing mechanisms, security concepts, and how the cloud affects your organization. Moving on, let's have an overview of the exam. The exam consists of 65 questions and has a 90-minute time restriction. To pass the exam, you must get at least 700 out of 1000 points, that is 70%. The exam has multiple choice, one right response from 4 possibilities, and multiple response questions, 2 correct responses from 5 options. The cost of applying for the exam is $100. And the certification needs to be renewed after every 2 years. Now that we know of the eligibility criteria for the exam, let's move ahead and have a look at its objectives. It will enable you to articulate the value proposition of AWS Cloud. Next, you'll be able to define the AWS Cloud and the AWS Global Infrastructure with it. Also, it will help you understand and explain the fundamental AWS cloud architectural ideas. It will enable you to describe the AWS platform's essential security and compliance features, as well as the shared security model. You'll be able to define invoicing, account management, and price models with it. And it will also enable you to describe the fundamental core properties of AWS cloud deployment and operation. Now, let's proceed further and have a look at the content for the exam for better and organized preparation for the exam. The required knowledge is divided into 4 domains for the exam. These are various objectives within each test domain that broadly reflect the knowledge and expertise required to pass the exam. Cloud concept, This domain makes up 28% of the exam. Security, this domain makes up 24% of the exam. Technology makes 36% of the exam. And billing and pricing makes up 12% of the exam. The following 3 goals are included in cloud concepts. Define the AWS cloud and the value proposition it provides. Recognize characteristics of the AWS cloud's economics, and make a list of the various cloud architecture design principles. You should be able to explain the advantages of public cloud services and define the services that are offered on AWS, like IaaS, EaaS, and SaaS. You must comprehend the financial benefits of cloud computing and the distinction between CAPEX and OPEX. This relates to item 1. You should be familiar with cloud architectural design principles such as loose coupling, scaling, bootstrapping, and automation, to mention a few. Now comes security. You should be familiar with the AWS shared responsibility model, which specifies who is in charge of which component of the technology stack, from the data center to servers, firewall rules, and data encryption. AWS offers tools and services for deploying security, evaluating your security posture, and creating alert and compliance reports. You must have a thorough understanding of these services and tools in order to describe their use and benefits. Now comes technology. You must know what the basic AWS services are and how they are used. You usually don't need a thorough understanding of a service's specifics, but you do need to comprehend its goal, benefits, and use cases. EC2, ECS, Lambda, Lightsail, EBS, EFS, S3, RDS, DynamoDB, Redshift, Elastic Load Balancing, Autoscaling, CloudFront, Root, S3, CloudWatch, CloudTrail, and SNS are all core services. You should be familiar with the AWS Cloud's worldwide infrastructure. Regions, availability zones, and edge locations are all part of this. Then comes billing and pricing. The majority of AWS services are available on a pay-per-use basis. However, there are also alternatives to save money by signing 1 or 3-year contract with a variety of payment options. You must comprehend these models and the services to which they apply. Make sure you know what AWS will charge you and what will be free. Inbound data transport, for example, is free, whereas outbound data transfer is usually expensive. VPC, CloudFormation, and IAM are all free services, but the resources you generate with them may not be. You must be aware of the potential for costs to arise. Now let's have a look at how to prepare for the exam. Step 1. Start with AWS training classes. AWS Cloud Practitioner Essentials, AWS Cloud Practitioner Technical Essentials, and Cloud Business Essentials are a few courses that will help you build your knowledge in AWS. Step 2. Go through exam guides for AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner certification because they give you an idea of important concepts to focus on for the exam, as well as give you an overview of all the exam objectives and their pattern of questions. Step 3. Get familiar with subject areas. Before the exam, analyze the important subjects for the exam and keep polishing your knowledge in that area by constant revisions. Step 4. Self-study to build your strength. Self-study is ample to clear this exam. Just go through the AWS training, go through the study material available online, and keep revising. Step 5. Examine sample questions and take a free practice test. Practice sample papers from various websites present online to see where you stand and how much you know and how much time you take to keep a track of your performance and improve yourself. And 6. Schedule the exam and get certified. Once you feel you are ready, prepared, and confident, enroll for the exam, Choose a center near you for the AWS Cloud Practitioner exam website and just register yourself. So let me give you a glimpse of some sample questions based on each domain. First question, which feature of AWS allows you to deploy a new application for which the requirements may change over time? Option 1, elasticity. Option 2, fault tolerance. Option 3, disposable resources. And option 4, high availability. The answer is option 1. You can deploy your app without worrying about whether it will require more or less resources in the future, thanks to elasticity. Infrastructure can scale up and down on demand thanks to elasticity. Question 2. Which AWS service is used to enable multi-factor authentication? Option 1, Amazon STS. Option 2, AWS IAM. Option 3, Amazon EC2. And option 4, AWS KMS. Well, the answer is option 2. IAM is used to manage multi-factor authentication and to securely regulate individual and group access to AWS resources. Question 3. A company would like to maximize their potential volume and RI discounts across multiple accounts and also apply service control policies on member accounts. What can they use to gain these benefits? Option 1, AWS budgets. Option 2, AWS Cost Explorer. Option 3, AWS IAM. Option 4, AWS Organizations. Well, the answer is option 4. AWS Organizations allow you to create groups of AWS accounts and then administer policies across all of them from a single location. Consolidated billing is available in both feature sets of AWS Organizations, allowing you to set up a single payment method in the organization master account while still receiving invoices for individual activity in each member account. Question 4. What advantages do you get from using the AWS cloud? You have to choose any two. Option 1, trade capital expense for variable expense. Option 2, stop guessing about capacity. Option 3, increase capital expenditure. Option 4, gain greater control of the infrastructure layer. And option 5, comply with all local security compliance programs. Well, the answer is option 1 and 2. You may pay on a variable OPEX basis for the resources you use and grow on demand using public cloud services like AWS. So you never have to guess how much resources you need to deploy. Question 5. Under the AWS shared responsibility model, what is the customer responsible for? Choose 2. Option 1, physical security of the data center. Option 2, replacement and disposal of disk drivers. Option 3, configuration of security groups. Option 4, patch management of infrastructure. And option 5, encryption of customer data. The answer is option 3 and 5. Customers are responsible for creating security groups, network ACLs, updating their operating systems, and encrypting their data, while AWS is responsible for the physical security of the DC, the replacement of obsolete disk drivers, and infrastructure patch management. Question 6. What are 2 ways an AWS customer can reduce their monthly spend? Choose 2. Option 1. Turn off your resources that are not being used. Option 2. Use more power efficient instance types. Option 3. Preserve capacity where suitable. Option 4. Be efficient with the usage of security groups. And option 5. Reduce the amount of data ingress charges. The answer is option 1 and 3. Turning off resources that aren't in use can help you save money. Reserved instances can also help you save money on a monthly basis without committing to a 1 or 3 year contract, which is ideal for predictable workloads. Question 7. What are the advantages of availability zones? Choose 2. Option 1. They allow regional disaster recovery. Option 2. They provide fault isolation. Option 3. They enable the caching of data for faster delivery to end users. Option 4. They are connected by low latency network connections. And option 5. They enable you to connect your on-premises networks to AWS to form a hybrid cloud. The answer is option 2 and 4. Each AWS region has numerous availability zones, which are unique locations. Each AZ is designed to be isolated from other failures. A data center is an AZ, and in some situations, an AZ is made up of numerous data centers. Within area, AZ provides low-cost, low-latency network connectivity to other zones within that region. This allows you to synchronously duplicate your data between data centers, allowing the failover to be automated and visible to your users. Question 8. Which AWS support plans provide support via email, chat, and phone? Choose any 2. Option 1. Basic. Option 2. Business. Option 3. Developer. Option 4. Global. And option 5. Enterprise. The answer is option 2 and 5. Only the business and enterprise programs offer emails, chat, and phone assistance. Now that we have discussed all the important aspects required for AWS Cloud Practitioner exam, let me give you some tips you should remember while taking the exam. First, start by answering questions you are familiar with to prevent spending time on tough ones. It will give you confidence as well as save you from wasting your time on trying tough questions. Second, keep track of your time and learn how to manage it in order to complete all the questions. Distribute your time according to the time available to the number of questions so that you can work on each question precisely. Third, analyze the question first, then respond, as there may be traps in the questions. Focus on keywords and try to read them 2 to 3 times for better understanding. Sometimes it is said that answer lies in the question itself. Fourth, because there may be numerous answers to a question, read and choose your answers carefully. If you feel there is a chance that multiple answers are correct for one question, then do go for it and analyze it wisely before coming to that conclusion. Well, this was all about it. So tell me if you found this video helpful for your preparations. We have almost reached the end of this video. If I missed anything important, do let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to become an AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner and learn something new from it. If you like this video, then please hit the like button. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for more updates and videos from Simplilearn.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.